The following presentation is for mature audiences only.
Who are you?
He's a fine man.
All hell is broken loose.
He's a great broadcaster.
He's a very powerful guy. Absolutely brilliant.
Feared by men, adored by women.
He's a smart boy.
It's patriotic.
It's no big deal.
It's the end of the world.
I might as well tell you now. He's a monkey.
How you doing, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages? Welcome into another edition of The Wild Side with Eric Clark. I am your host, Eric Clark, saying thank you for taking time out of your busy day to give my video a watch and a listen. If you like it, like it. If you think other people are going to like it, go ahead and give it a share. Make sure you're subscribed to my YouTube channel. Make sure you're following me on all the social media. That way, if there's a tune, a band, a track you want me to check out, you can either hit me up with a DM or you can leave it in the comment section below. If you are going to leave it in the comment section below, I implore you to please look through the comments to see, is my song suggested? If it is, throw a like on that suggestion and an I concur underneath. That way I can go through everybody's suggestions and say this is the one that's most popular, so I'm going to put it in my handy dandy notebook. Before we get to today's video, this cat's going nuts. Before we get to today's video, I want to say thank you to Aspen Dental and Connect 200. They are those that power the Wild Side with Eric Clark. I can't thank them enough, so I do it every chance I get. Thank you to Aspen Dental and Connect 200. And thank you to my cat for constantly distracting me. Today she is having a war with the curtain that's separating the room. So this is like the fifth attempt to get this video recorded that I've made. And now I have Climax Blues Band, Couldn't Get It Right, stuck in my head because I couldn't get it right. So that's how my brain works. I'm screwing up and then suddenly I'm so deep you could have drowned. I really hope you guys got that reference. Today, we're going to go to a band that I became familiar with in the 1980s. They are out of Tampa, and they used to spell their name with a C. They would frequent local haunts like the Rocket Club and Janus Landing, along with bands like Savatage and Halifax. And then they went to Europe and exploded. They have been through some lineup changes, and recently I had done a reaction to Arion, or Arin Lucason's video, and he was featured in that video, and I recognized him as the lead singer of Camelot. So today, we're going to go to a live show. This was filmed in Tilburg, Netherlands. And this is a track called Sacrimony from 2012. And Tommy made a comment that the reason he enjoyed doing the song so much is because it is from the first album where he was the lead singer. And today features two special guests, Elize and Alissa from Amaranth and Arch Enemy are going to be taking the stage with them. So let's check it out. This is Camelot with Sacrimony.
Maybe never to be found, like the shadows on my pantomime.
Now, I know that Tommy is the third or fourth lead singer of Camelot, and I'm not going to get into debates with people. I love his vocals. I love his voice. I think his voice is really commanding. And I'm not making comparisons. I'm not ranking anybody over anybody else. So I don't want to hear from the gatekeepers of Camelot telling me, oh, dude, again, it goes back to what I said before. The fact that we get to enjoy any of these artists at all is a blessing. So let's not parse out who's better than whom. I love Tommy's vocals. I said it in the Arin video. I love his vocals. I think his vocals are rich. There's a great texture to them. He carries a gravitas with his vocals, and the band and their ability and the other Tommy's ability to create that tone around his vocals is just absolutely fantastic. And I do love his tone as well. There's that thickness, that richness. No stress.
Never to be found, like the shadow
sorry, I got to back that up. The war is going on behind me. Now, like I said, what I like about that rich texture that he has, when you hear Tommy singing, you're not hearing him strain at all. So obviously he's in his natural range, and he does have a really wide range, and his ability to maintain what I've talked about before, that thickness through that range, especially live, when you have so much so many vibrations happening around you, it can sometimes be difficult to maintain that thickness and width through that texture and through that tone. And he does such a great job of it. Yeah, so here comes Elize. Great harmony with Tommy here. Nobody's straining, nobody's stressing. Everybody looks comfortable and relaxed and all in that energy. They're sharing that energy on stage. They're in the moment together. The crowd's in it with them. The band is on point here. They're in that pocket right in this performance. And I always talk about a band being in the pocket in the studio is one thing, but seeing them be able to capture that lightning in a bottle on stage live, that's another testament to their longevity, their legacy, their musicianship, and their ability. So all of this harmony and chemistry is happening at one time. So I can't wait to see how it's turned up to 11. There we go. I have to stop it here for this reason. So here's this moment of great harmony between Tommy and Eliza. I hope I'm Elize. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Great harmony between them, and it made me think of something. That tone right there, that sound, that sharing of chemistry here. I'm going to try to explain it. So my eyes are closed, and because I'm seeing something, and it's an overall image tone tapestry, if you will, of this moment in the song. So this is a very Gothic moment. It is a Gothic tone to this song. And I know that the word is very confusing. And when I say the word goth or Gothic, people are automatically thinking about a certain clothing style or a certain band or anything like that. I'm not speaking to that Gothic. I'm speaking to traditional artistic Gothic tone. That's what this is conveying here. So it's a great, almost medieval, but very Gothic tone to this song. I really dig that. And I have to say this about Alissa's growl range. I've seen other people comment, not disparagingly, but saying, oh, there's processing on the microphone, there's processing through the board, et cetera, et cetera. That very well may be, because all microphones in live settings are going to have processing on them. My microphone has processing on it. You have to have that, or it's going to sound like a tin can, and you're going to hear all the ambience around me. So everything has processing on it. So her ability to growl that register range is very impressive. I am going to do an Arch Enemy video in the near future, so I can't wait to see her solo carry a song through an entire song and performance. So what she's doing here is the ability to capture the range while growling. It's very unique. I really like that. Well done. Elize Rid. Did I say that correctly? I hope so. Nice. Little cute little high five on the way out. That was good. That's the band saying preach. Little fist bump there. Good for you. Camelot with Alissa White-Gluz and Elize Rid. I really hope I said everybody's names correctly. If not, I apologize. That was Sacrimony live at the Tilburg Theater, or in Tilburg in the Netherlands. And the song is from 2012 and the Silverthorn album, which was Tommy's first album as the vocalist for Camelot. And again, Camelot in my mind, somebody had asked me, and they spelled it with the K. They said, hey, have you heard of Camelot? And I'm like, not that one, but I remember a C Camelot. I had a cassette tape of the 1980s. Tampa was a weird place. It was a really weird place. We were seeing a lot of metal bands coming out of Tampa: Sabotage, Camelot, Halifax. We were also, Cannibal Corpse, I believe, was from that area. We were also getting a lot of hip hop and dance coming out of the Orlando, Tampa area as well. I haven't kept up with Camelot since the 1980s, so it was good to kind of dive back into this band. And when I saw Tommy on the Aryan project, I caught into that. This guy's vocals are really good. So now that I've seen him with Camelot in that setting, he's done a really good job of elevating. People have a very hard time when bands change members. I am from the Van Hagar era. I remember how everyone was upset when all of that went down, and then that became a conversation. It still is a conversation with rock fans of, are you a Van Halen or Van Hagar fan? And I would always say, I'm both. I've never liked that, and I get this a lot on Twitter where people will give you either ors. I don't like that because it's unfair. It's unfair to everybody that was a part of that project, whether it was Camelot, whether it was Van Halen, whether it was AC/DC, Iron Maiden, whomever. There's going to be changes in your band because your band grows. There are people still mad at Yoko Ono for the Beatles, and she had nothing to do with the Beatles breaking up. So I get that people have a personal connection, and there are gatekeepers out there. I'm not saying that Tommy brought the band to a different place. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is he added a different texture. I like that texture. I like this sound. Again, it's a very Gothic sound. I'm not saying it's goth. I'm saying it's a very Gothic sound, and I like that. The band itself, we'll go to the Trinity. Obviously, the audience is massively into it, and that's a great setting for them. A really good setting because nice and intimate. People are up close. You're getting that really great personal connection with bands. I don't like to see the 6-foot barriers at shows. I don't really like that. And I get why they're there, because people are idiots and people are going to do stupid stuff just to be viral, just to make a video or something like that. So they will jump up on stage. But I appreciate that Camelot and their fans have enough respect with each other that they feel free and safe enough to have that intimate of a connection with their audience. They very easily could put a barrier there. They could very easily be like, nah, we're going to keep you 5-6 feet away. I've seen a lot of bands do it that have no business keeping fans away. But I appreciate that relationship that they have with their audience. Now, the two singers that came in, Elize and Alissa, I'm just butchering people's names. Elize and Alissa, two completely different styles of singing, yet harmonious. So well done. You know, it takes a lot for musicians especially musicians that are conditioned to be out front, musicians that are conditioned to be the lead, if you will. Sometimes it can ruffle feathers, but that right there told me that these folks are very comfortable with each other. They're very friendly with each other. Obviously, they go back. They've worked with each other before. And from what I'm learning, everybody's been in everybody else's band, or they've grown up together or something like that. So there is a comfort level in that sharing on stage. And I think the three of them together did such a great job of conducting that beauty within the maelstrom that is symphonic metal, because that's what symphonic metal is, beauty within the maelstrom. And that's what Tommy and Elize and Alissa created, that wonderful wave of colors that flows evenly through your brain, juxtaposed to that thundering, cacophonous droning of the band behind them. And again, the bass line and the drum, fantastic in that song. So I really dug that. Thank you very much for suggesting it. That was Camelot with Sacrimony, live in Tilburg, Netherlands, featuring Elize Rid of Amaranth and Alissa White-Gluz. I really hope I'm saying that last name right, of Arch Enemy. Again, if you have a suggestion, leave it below in the comment section. But if you are going to make a suggestion, please read through. If you see yours has already been suggested, just leave a like and an I concur, and that'll help me put it down in the handy-dandy notebook. I want to thank Aspen Dental and Connect 200. They are the powers that power the wild side with Eric Clark. I want to thank all of you for taking time out of your day to give my video a watch and a listen. Make sure you're looking out for each other. Make sure you're looking out for your neighbor. Try to do at least one good thing a day. I am Eric Clark, and this has been The Wild Side.